Okay. Hey everyone, this is Ryan from Leadbase. I just want to make this video to kind of wrap up the first section of the support here, the support section and support videos. And essentially what I want to talk about today is, so you've launched your campaign with Facebook ads, maybe you've ran it for a few days and you're kind of wondering what to do next, because that's a very common question we get. So I just want to go over a few things to watch out for, a few things to look for when running your campaigns. So just to recap, you've hopefully, whether most people in Leadbase are solar or life insurance, final expense. So hopefully you've set up your campaign. I'm going to go over a solar one today. You've uploaded custom creatives for your state based on the videos that have already been in the support section. So you've edited the Canva templates, or you've gone into our library of templates and you've loaded those into your campaign, hopefully 5 to 10 of those creatives, and you've launched a campaign now. If what I'm saying is not making sense, go back and watch those videos on uploading custom state creative. So again, you've launched a campaign. Maybe you're seeing something like I'm seeing here. You've run it for maybe a week or so, spent a bit of money, hopefully got some leads like this. And I'm going to use this just as an example of what I would do with this campaign. So the first thing I'm going to do with this campaign is not touch it, because I've only spent about $60. I'm getting leads for $23 and $31. That's pretty good for solar because we're collecting a lot of information from these people. And what I'd want to do is actually pretty much just leave this for about a week or more. And if you keep getting leads at this cost and you're happy with that lead cost, just don't touch the campaign. Do not turn off ads. So for example, you're going to see here, maybe we'd be tempted to turn off this ad because it doesn't have a lead. It's way too early for that. In fact, never do that. So yeah, I'll use this ad set as an example. Let's say there's 5, 5, and 5 leads here. We still would not want to turn this ad off because it's going to throw Facebook back into learning and potentially mess up our campaign. So it does seem a little bit counterintuitive because we want to save that $13 that it appears to have wasted. But it's just not going to be worth it to turn this ad off. What we really want to do is just let the campaign run. The next step would be, let's say we had 20 leads under our belt and the lead cost came down to $18, because we do tend to see a little bit of a drop in lead costs as the algorithm learns. So that's another reason to just leave your campaign running. Do not touch it. What we're going to want to do is duplicate the ad set. Okay, so duplicate the ad set. Maybe after 2 weeks of running it, again, maybe you're seeing a bit of fatigue or you just want to launch new ads with new creatives. Okay, so we duplicate the ad set. It's in the same campaign. And the next step, this is what I usually do, is I turn on dynamic creative. Okay, I leave everything else the same. This is a solar campaign in Utah, just for an example. So we're doing this inside Facebook Ads Manager, not Leadbase. Obviously, you could just launch another campaign inside Leadbase, but to optimize this campaign, I just want to show you what it looks like to do this. So this is, I just turned on dynamic. This is a draft of solar ad 1 or ad 2, I should say. And what I'm going to do is go in here, and I've got the ability now, because I've turned on dynamic creative, to select more creatives and more copies in one ad. And the reason we don't do this right off the bat, because if we threw 10 different copy or ad creatives and 5 different ad copies, which is the max you can do, as well as 5 headlines, we'd have way too many variables going on, including our targeting, that it would be just difficult to read the data. So I like to start out by launching through Leadbase, having every ad separate, having one ad copy per ad set, which is what we've done. We have solar ad 1 and solar ad 2, in case you didn't see that. So this is solar ad 1, this is solar ad 2, and those are different copies, but inside of each ad there is multiple, or each ad set, I should say. Solar ad 1, there's multiple ads, so 5 different ads, but they all have the same copy, ad copy, okay? So now what we're doing is we're going dynamic, and we're going to allow ourselves to select up to 10 images all inside one ad. So I could basically select everything in my account. Again, this is just for example. I could have 10 different ads here inside this ad. And then what I can do is I can actually add more text options. So this is where I want you guys to get a bit more creative and try things out here. So we know that this ad is getting leads for $23, this ad copy. But now what we can do is go, if you watch my YouTube video on how to write solar ads, it's I use something called the Brain Hurricane document, which I will link below. You can brainstorm a bunch of different ads and hooks. Obviously, we're happy to help provide some of those and brainstorm those with you on Slack, I should say. But I definitely recommend trying things out yourself, even trying new creatives, like film yourself in front of a solar panel and plug that in as a video. Film yourself with someone's electricity bill that just saved 40% off their bill, whatever it might be. Try different things. It's all about testing. And add up to 4 more creatives, so 5 total creatives and 5 headlines as well, okay? So that's what I want to say. This is kind of the next step after you've launched your first campaign and you want to start to optimize things. It really comes down to just testing, and we can only do so much on our side to provide you with different ads. You're really going to see long-term success if you test and learn what works, because it's going to make you a better advertiser, better marketer in the long run. So I 100% recommend trying out some of your own ads. I'll also link to some people from Fiverr below this video that you can access them, pay them. It's like $100 to get a video done, like a really professional video done that's kind of like selfie style on their phone, them talking to the camera saying, hey, did you know you can go solar for $0 down if you're not comfortable on camera? Or you can do both. You can make a video, you can pay Fiverr to do a video. That's what I usually do. I see if I can defeat the Fiverr person in a Facebook lead generation battle. And sometimes I beat them, even though I'm not as polished as them, because I just look like a very average human being. So again, recap: when you run your campaign, do not touch the one that is active unless it's like absolutely bombing and getting no leads. Then obviously turn it off. But once you have some success, you're getting some leads, do not touch the campaign. You could duplicate the campaign, you could increase the budget on the campaign, but do not turn off ads. That's just my advice. And I think Facebook would probably tell you otherwise, but anecdotally, over dozens of niches that we run ads in, it just screws up the ads, so don't do it. That's basically it. You can continue to duplicate and run different dynamic creatives to test more angles, test more ads as you go. And again, really the name of the game is testing. There's campaigns that we have that it took me probably going through, again, several dozen different ad creatives and copies. And I have ads and accounts where I'm spending $3,000 to $4,000 per day with an ad that I have run for 3 years, and I have not had to touch it. Basically, all I've had to do is duplicate it a couple times. Because, final tip, sometimes all you have to do is duplicate a campaign when it starts to fatigue. Don't change anything, just duplicate it. Maybe change like one line of like the first line of your ad creative or copy, and it's just going to continue and start over and start learning again and perform better than it was. So if you're getting $23 leads and then a month from now this goes up to 40, just duplicate this campaign and turn off the original one. I'm kind of rambling now, guys. Hopefully there was some good information there. You don't get intimidated by Facebook. It's really simple. All you need to do is launch a campaign, look at the data, understand which creative's doing well, and then make different versions of the creative that looks like it's winning and continue to duplicate and test more stuff. That's all you need to do. And once you have something that's working, just leave it. Don't touch it. That's all I'm going to do today because we're getting a little bit long here. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and we'll talk to you soon.